Welcome back to another episode of the Art for Wellness podcast. If we haven't met already, this is Danielle and you're listening to the show that helps solve the real life challenges of being an artist in business. Today you're invited to take a seat in my studio to get into the eye-opening, empowering and refreshing conversations about getting started as an entrepreneur and all the things that come with it. Today I'll be speaking on what exactly art business marketing is. I'm someone who's walked in your shoes and overcame numerous challenges, and so if you ever want to get started as an artist in business or grow a thriving art business, but you're having second thoughts because you find it boring or difficult, or because you're not sure if it's something that you really want to do, then this episode is definitely for you. You're gonna love it. Let's go. Creative entrepreneurs who are thinking of starting business face a lot of challenges, and all this pressure can sometimes feel overwhelming. So getting your own art business up and running can feel like a dreaded uphill climb. At the root of all these challenges, it's the business and marketing aspect of being an artist. Whether you're in the stage of creating an art business or selling more art for the business that you already have, there's always this need to market and promote your work. And this is where you'll often get stuck, feeling confused about what direction to take or how to go about marketing your work. And there are so many different strategies out there, but often the ones that you hear about aren't necessarily working with your specific lifestyle or creative goals, and it can be hard to decide what will actually work for you and your art business. A prime example of this is that a lot of the big successful artists or creative businesses seem unattainable because they're run by people who have a completely different background to you. They're part of this elite society and you're not them, so where do you start? How much money will it cost? Who do you need to get behind you to be successful? Does it mean paid advertising is your only option? And I know, trust me, I know how confusing it can be. So to help you reach your dreams and goals and bring your vision to life, I've put together this podcast episode today to help you get started with your art marketing and promoting art in what I like to call a different way. So the episode will help you think outside the box and have the courage and confidence to take those first steps towards making your dream and vision come to life. By using these tips, you'll be able to find the right direction for your unique business and learn how to create an effective business plan that works for you. You're going to learn a lot about art business, marketing, and even yourself. I also just want to let you know that after this episode, when you're feeling ready to take the next step forward in your business and to dive deeper into what you learned today, I'm going to tell you at the end about how you can access my free masterclass that is available for a limited time. A little bit more about that later in the episode. So for now, this is the number one thing that I wish I knew earlier about being an entrepreneur. There is a corner of the world waiting to hear and see what you have to share. As an artist, it's super important to do what you do. You need to develop your own unique approach to content marketing in order to use it to your advantage. If you want to sell more art, you must find ways to communicate with your audience and build relationships so that you can make sales. This is no easy task, but it can be done, and this is what you need to know to make it a heck of a lot easier. So I'm asking you today, at this point, to relearn everything you already know about marketing. And trust me, by doing this, you'll cut out the overwhelm and confusion. If you think that selling and marketing is slimy or sleazy or pushy salesmanship, then think again. Broadly defined, marketing is basically the way that you promote, advertise and sell your art, products or services. But from my experience, I've constructed, let's say, a different definition of art marketing. Stick with me here. I promise this will change the game for you. This is what you need to learn to do if you want to profit from your passion in a way that lights you up. I know, it sounds overwhelming and like something that might not be for you, but I promise that when you understand how all the pieces fit together and how they can help you sell more art, then it won't seem as hard as it does right now. So to explain this further, I'm going to talk about Disney World. So an example of marketing is the way Disney uses their theme parks. Everyone wants to feel that they're in a magic kingdom. They want to take a picture with one of the princesses. They want to see Mickey Mouse and stand in front of Cinderella's castle. It's an experience that people strive for and are willing to pay for. They go on holiday so they can take pictures and make memories. Disney understands this very well. That's why they have themed rides throughout their park, and even have special ticketed events where you can meet the characters and have dinner with them. Right, I'm not going to sit here and talk about Disney for the rest of the episode, but what I do want you to take from this is the following. Art marketing is one of the most important components of your business, because you're not just selling a product or service, but you're selling an experience. You're providing a transformation that people want to be part of. But hear me out on this one. The marketing and business side is as much about you as it is about others. While it's true, when you share and market your art, you're creating this experience and demand for others. But it's actually you who gets to decide or choose what that can be, and you have the power to do that. I know it can be overwhelming at first, but because there's so many different ways to share art, and it may be that you have so many different ideas, or you might struggle to find an idea. So here's what you need to know. When you look at it through the marketing lens that I've provided with you today, art is essentially the platform of conversation to develop relationships between artist and audience. It's sharing what we make with others, and each artist is to their own. We are all different, and that's what makes us valuable and unique as artists or business owners. So I've put together some starting points for you to go on to bring your vision to life. Ask yourself the following questions. Do you want to create an experience? What would that be? Do you want to transform a space with an artwork's beauty? Do you want to provoke emotions in the viewer? Do you wish to use art as a platform to make an impact or contribution? Would you like to tell your story through images, videos, words, or other media? And here's a tip. It's usually the hardships in life that give us a drive to do what we do. It was when I was in my recovery from psychosis that the light bulb went off for me. It's not always the hardships, but it can be an impact we want to make, a contribution, a story we wish to tell, a vision we have. So whatever it is for you, share your why with others through art marketing. In my free masterclass at www.artfulwellness.co.uk/replay, I dive a lot deeper into how you can develop a why statement and a business plan around what you create. Because I know that so many of us that get that feeling where you just can't figure out what it is that you're supposed to be doing, and that's how I felt for a long time. I'll put the link in the show notes. So to overview, selling and marketing art is not just about placing ads, using hashtags or selling things, but rather it's about creating an experience and opening up a conversation to drive clients to what you do. It's so important to get this right because it's what drives people to want to buy from you. You don't have to be a professional artist, you just need to be able to communicate through art. Art is a powerful way to communicate and make an impact. So here's the question that I know you're asking. Is it really worth the time and effort to create a business from my art? The answer is heck yeah. Why? Because art is like an ice cream cone. It's sweet and delicious, but when combined with other ingredients, such as a good story or a well-written why, it becomes an amazing combination of flavour and texture that makes you want more. So I'll leave that with you today, friends. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to leave a review on Apple Podcasts and share with an artist friend. Thanks for listening. See you next week, same time, same place.